Hey Spurs fans, welcome back to another update on our San Antonio Spurs. Before we jump into today's breaking news, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. And here's something special for you. Everyone who subscribes and leaves a comment with their name and the city they're watching for will automatically be entered into our giveaway to win an official San Antonio Spurs jersey. So don't forget to subscribe, like the video, and comment your name and city below. Stay tuned, because the next Spurs fan wearing the jersey could be you. The rematch in Houston sets up a clean window for Victor Wembanyama to dominate the glass, exactly where this game tilts. San Antonio arrives on short rest, and that matters. Tired legs depress shooting percentages, inflate defensive rebound opportunities, and funnel volume toward the tallest player on the floor. When the market drops his rebounding line to 8.5, it invites a measured strike. Houston's defense is disciplined at home, holding opponents to mid-40s shooting and forcing longer possessions. That profile, fewer clean finishes, more contested attempts, creates extra caroms. San Antonio's road shooting dips several points from its home mark, and on the second night of a back-to-back, that gap widens. Misses become chances, and chances become boards for a 7'4" anchor with elite reach and timing. Recent form supports the angle without relying on ceiling outcomes. Wembanyama has posted 9, 10, and 10 rebounds across the latest streak, all under a double-digit total that previously sat at 10.5. The key is opportunity. Even with a slight downtick in rebounding chances during hot shooting stretches, his conversion rate remains strong. Against a sturdier defense and lower team efficiency, those chances rebound, pun intended. Houston's personnel shifts matter. Steven Adams is unavailable, and Tari Eason's status is uncertain. Removing a high-motor rebounder and a physical center reduces box-out resistance and second-jump contests. In the prior meeting, Wembanyama logged 8 boards on 14 opportunities. Tonight's context is friendlier, with fewer elite rebounders to dislodge him and more contested looks to harvest. Projections cluster between 9 and 12 rebounds, with a median near 10. Translate that into pricing. An 8.5 over should sit closer to a steeper favorite than the current tag. The gap between fair odds and posted odds is the edge, small but real, especially in a game environment that amplifies variance in missed shots and defensive positioning. Game texture points to a slower tempo. Houston prefers deliberate half-court sets, and San Antonio's offense bogs down away from home. Fewer possessions do not kill the play when shot quality drops and defensive stops extend sequences. Long rebounds and tip-outs still favor length, and when Wembanyama's wingspan turns 50-50 balls into 60-40 wins. Correlated angles deserve attention. If Wembanyama seals the paint, Houston's guards will see more kickouts and rhythm threes. Jalen Green's volume from deep rises when drives collapse the defense, and Fred VanVleet's catch-and-shoot profile fits a game with heavy paint touches and secondary creation. Pairing a modest 3-point over with the rebounding prop aligns with how this matchup should breathe. Totals lean under when defense tightens and pace drags. Houston's home metrics suggest fewer clean looks, and San Antonio's road splits reinforce that. An under in the low 200s tracks with the expected shot diet, contested mid-range, late clock threes, and limited transition bursts. It's not a blanket fade. It's a nod to environment and fatigue. The spread sits within a possession or two, reflecting Houston's consistency and San Antonio's recent surge. On balance, the home side's defensive reliability and the visitor's schedule spot tilt the number toward the hosts. If you build a same-game parlay, anchor it with Wembanyama's rebounds, a conservative 3-point leg for a Houston guard, and the under. Each piece tells the same story. Bankroll discipline matters more than conviction. Price sensitivity is your friend. The rebounding over retains value in a steeper territory, but once it climbs beyond a fair threshold, the edge thins. Shop for the best number, avoid chasing steam, and accept that variance in foul trouble or blowout risk can dent otherwise sound positions. One question to keep you engaged. Is San Antonio's early shooting craters Do you expect Houston to adjust by sending extra bodies to the glass or by prioritizing leakouts? Either choice benefits the rebounding angle. More contests mean more tips, and fewer leakouts mean more bodies near the rim. If you prefer a cleaner card, isolate the prop and skip the parlay. The thesis is straightforward. A towering rebounder in a low-efficiency road spot against a disciplined defense with diminished frontcourt resistance. That's the kind of setup you wait for rather than force. For a structured build, consider this aligned trio. Wembanyama over 8.5 rebounds, Jalen Green over 2.5 made threes, and under 219.5. Each leg complements the others. Paint control fuels kickouts, and defensive intensity suppresses overall scoring. As for the side, a modest lean toward Houston by a few points fits the profile. The Rockets' half-court defense, home comfort, and San Antonio's schedule spot combine to edge the number their way without requiring a blowout script. Bottom line, trust the rebounding window. The market adjustment to 8.5 is generous given the matchup, the fatigue factor, and the personnel context. Take the over, price shop with intent, and let the game's shape work for you. Before we go on, make sure to subscribe and hit that like button. Your support keeps our Spurs coverage strong and brings you the latest updates straight from San Antonio. And jump into the comments. Tell us what you think. The NBA woke up to a headline that few could have predicted. The San Antonio Spurs have stunned the basketball world by announcing the arrival of a star from the Milwaukee Bucks. The news has ignited a wave of excitement across Texas and beyond, reshaping expectations for the Spurs' future and sending shockwaves through the league. What seemed like a season of steady growth has now transformed into a narrative of bold ambition and renewed hope. Inside San Antonio, the atmosphere is electric. Fans who had already embraced Victor Wembanyama as the cornerstone of the franchise now find themselves celebrating the addition of another marquee name. The combination of youthful promise and established excellence has created a sense of anticipation that rivals the glory days of Duncan, Parker, and Ginobili. The city, long known for its loyalty to the Spurs, is buzzing with conversations about what this new era might bring. The announcement carries weight not only because of the players' talent, but also because of the symbolism. The Bucks have been perennial contenders, and their stars embody championship pedigree. For the Spurs to secure such a figure signals a shift in organizational strategy. No longer content to rebuild slowly, San Antonio is ready to accelerate its climb back to prominence. League insiders have already begun dissecting the move. Analysts point to the synergy between Wembanyama's versatile skill set and the Bucks stars' proven ability to dominate in high-pressure situations. Together, they form a duo that could redefine the Western Conference landscape. The Spurs, once seen as a team of tomorrow, now look like a team of today. Players within the Spurs locker room have expressed unfiltered enthusiasm. Young talents see the arrival of a seasoned star as both a learning opportunity and a chance to compete at the highest level. The blend of youthful energy and veteran leadership is often the recipe for sustained success, and San Antonio appears to have struck that balance. The coaching staff, led by Mitch Johnson, faces the exhilarating challenge of integrating a superstar into a system built on discipline and teamwork. Johnson's philosophy emphasizes collective effort, and the addition of a Bucks standout will test his ability to harmonize individual brilliance with team identity. Yet the excitement in his voice during press conferences makes clear that he welcomes the challenge. Fans across the NBA have reacted with a mix of surprise and admiration. Supporters of rival teams acknowledge that the Spurs have positioned themselves as legitimate contenders, while San Antonio's faithful celebrate what feels like a turning point in franchise history. Social media has erupted with speculation, memes, and bold predictions, reflecting the global reach of the news. The timing of the announcement adds to its drama. With the All-Star game looming and playoff races heating up, the Spurs' bold move injects fresh intrigue into the season. The narrative shifts from rebuilding to competing, and the league must now account for a San Antonio team armed with both rising and established stars. For the Bucks, the departure of a star is bittersweet. While Milwaukee remains a formidable franchise, the loss reshapes their identity and forces adjustments in strategy. Fans in Wisconsin expressed disappointment, but also gratitude, recognizing the contributions made during years of contention. The NBA, after all, thrives on change, and this move epitomizes the unpredictability that keeps the sport compelling. The Spurs front office deserves credit for orchestrating a deal that few saw coming. Their willingness to take risks reflects a broader vision to restore San Antonio's place among the league's elite. In a market often overshadowed by larger cities, bold moves are necessary to capture attention and build momentum. This announcement achieves both. Victor Wembanyama's reaction has been particularly telling. Already hailed as the future of the franchise, he welcomed the new arrival with enthusiasm, emphasizing the potential for shared success. His words reveal maturity beyond his years, as he recognizes that greatness often requires collaboration. The prospect of pairing his defensive dominance with the Bucks' star's offensive firepower excites fans and analysts alike. The ripple effects extend to the Western Conference standings. Teams that had anticipated a gradual Spurs ascent must now contend with a roster capable of immediate impact. Playoff scenarios are being recalculated, and coaches across the league are preparing for matchups that suddenly look far more daunting. San Antonio's community has embraced the news with fervor. Local businesses, media outlets, and civic leaders have joined fans in celebrating the announcement, turning it into a citywide event. The Spurs have always been more than a basketball team in San Antonio. They are a source of identity and pride. This latest development strengthens that bond. Former Spurs legends have weighed in, offering words of encouragement and excitement. Many see parallels to past eras when bold moves reshaped the franchise's trajectory. Their endorsements carry weight, reminding fans that the Spurs' tradition of excellence is alive and evolving. The NBA office has acknowledged the significance of the move, noting its impact on league dynamics and fan engagement. Officials recognize that star power drives interest, and the pairing of Wembanyama with the Bucks' standout promises to elevate ratings, attendance, and global attention. Sponsors and corporate partners are equally enthusiastic. The combination of two high-profile players enhances marketability, opening doors for new campaigns and promotional opportunities. For the Spurs, the business side of the game aligns seamlessly with the competitive side, creating momentum on multiple fronts. The emotional resonance of the announcement cannot be overstated. Fans who endured seasons of rebuilding now feel vindicated, their patience rewarded with a bold step toward contention. The joy in San Antonio is palpable, and the sense of possibility is infectious. As the season unfolds, the true impact of the move will become clear. Integration takes time, chemistry must be built, and challenges will arise. Yet the foundation is strong, and the excitement surrounding the Spurs suggests that the journey will be closely watched and passionately supported. Ultimately, the Spurs' shocking announcement represents more than a roster change. It is a declaration of intent, a signal that San Antonio is ready to reclaim its place among the NBA's elite. The combination of Wembanyama's promise and the Bucks' stars' proven excellence creates a narrative of ambition, resilience, and hope. The NBA thrives on moments that capture imagination, and this is one of them. The Spurs have not only shocked the league, but also reignited the spirit of their fans. The future, once uncertain, now feels charged with possibility, and the basketball world will be watching every step of the way. The reverberations of the Spurs' shocking announcement have continued to ripple across the NBA, dominating headlines and fueling endless debates among fans, analysts, and insiders. The decision to bring in a star from the Milwaukee Bucks has not only altered San Antonio's trajectory, but has also reshaped the competitive balance of the league. What was once seen as a rebuilding project has now become a bold declaration of intent, and the basketball world is still processing the magnitude of this move. In Milwaukee, the reaction has been bittersweet. Supporters of the Bucks express gratitude for the years of excellence delivered by their departing star, but the sense of loss is palpable. Many fans worry about how the team will adjust without such a central figure, while others see it as an opportunity for younger players to step into the spotlight. The emotional weight of the departure underscores how deeply this player had become intertwined with the identity of the franchise. Across the Western Conference, rival teams are recalibrating their expectations. Coaches and players recognize that the Spurs, once considered a team of the future, are now a formidable force in the present. The addition of a Bucks star alongside Victor Wembanyama creates a duo that demands respect, forcing opponents to rethink defensive schemes and playoff strategies. The ripple effect is immediate, altering the calculus for every contender. Media outlets have seized on the drama, devoting extensive coverage to the announcement and its implications. Television panels dissect the potential chemistry between Wembanyama and his new teammate, while columnists speculate about how this move could redefine the Spurs' identity. The sheer volume of analysis reflects the gravity of the news, as the league's narrative shifts in real time. Sponsors and corporate partners are equally energized. The pairing of two high-profile players enhances the Spurs' marketability, opening doors for new campaigns and promotional opportunities. For San Antonio, the business side of the game now aligns seamlessly with the competitive side, creating momentum that extends beyond the court. The franchise has become a focal point not only for basketball fans, but also for brands seeking global visibility. Social media has amplified the excitement, with hashtags trending worldwide and fans sharing their reactions in real time. Memes, highlight reels, and speculative trade scenarios flood timelines, reflecting the modern reality of sports discourse. The digital conversation underscores how deeply Wembanyama and the Bucks star resonate with audiences, transforming the announcement into a global event. Former players and legends of the Spurs have weighed in, offering words of encouragement and perspective. Many see parallels to past eras when bold moves reshaped the franchise's trajectory, and their endorsements carry weight. Their voices remind fans that San Antonio's tradition of excellence is alive and evolving, and that the current moment could mark the beginning of another golden chapter. League executives are watching closely, aware that the Spurs' bold move has implications for ratings, attendance, and global engagement. The NBA thrives on star power, and the pairing of Wembanyama with a Bucks standout promises to elevate the spectacle of the season. Officials recognize that this storyline will captivate audiences, reinforcing the league's reputation for unpredictability and drama. For the Spurs' younger players, the announcement represents both a challenge and an opportunity. They must adapt to new roles, learn from seasoned leadership, and prove their ability to contribute in high-stakes situations. Development accelerates under pressure, and the Spurs' future may hinge on how these emerging talents respond to the heightened expectations. Ultimately, the repercussion of the Spurs' announcement is about more than basketball. It is about ambition, resilience, and the willingness to defy expectations. The shock has united communities in excitement, sparked debates about strategy, and reminded everyone that the NBA remains a theater of the unexpected. San Antonio has not only shocked the league, but also reignited the spirit of its fans, and the basketball world will be watching every step of this unfolding story. That's it for today's update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay on top of every exclusive San Antonio Spurs news drop, make sure to subscribe and hit that like button. And don't forget, your opinion matters to Spurs Nation. Share your thoughts in the comments below. See you in the next video.